Welcome back to Football Sri Lanka TV. You're joining us for another episode of Life with Football. Today we have a very special guest with us here. He is a man who every football fan in Sri Lanka, home and abroad, know by now. Waseem Razeek. Thank you for joining us today, Waseem.
Thank you.
So, as I said, football fans already know your name, but we are here today with Life with Football to get to know you a little bit better, to get to know the man behind the name. So, can you tell the fans at home just a little bit about yourself, about your background, who
Yeah.
Waseem Razeek is?
I am Waseem Razeek, 26 years old, German-born footballer from Sri Lanka, and I'm here to represent the country.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah.
Going back into the past a little bit,
Yeah.
can you give us a small insight into how you fell in love with the game of football? What made you want to become a football player?
I started playing at the age of 7, around 7, 8, and father was a huge football fan. He loved watching football, and he had a dream to that one of his son to become a footballer. So yeah, it was hard work to become a footballer, and now I'm here.
Making the dreams come true.
So
And if I'm correct, your both parents are from Sri Lanka.
yes. My father is from Gurtalava and Old Tomian. My mother is from Maunala, former teacher, but they used to live in Germany now.
So going back a little bit, before your link up with the Sri Lankan national team, have you ever been to Sri Lanka? Have you traveled around the country?
Yes, of course. As having Sri Lankan parents, I'm almost once a year here before joining the national team. So after having the connection with the national team, I might be here for thrice a year.
So
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit? Is the Sri Lankan cuisine something you enjoy, or
I prefer European cuisine, to be honest. Noodles, pizza, kebab, and all. But I even like biryani, so it's one of my favorite dishes in Sri Lanka.
can you tell us a little bit about your ambitions to play for Sri Lanka growing up as a professional football player? Was that always something in the back of your mind?
Yeah, those times when I was playing in the under-17 national team in Germany, I used to talk. I was thinking about the Sri Lankan team the first time. Thought about how the players play, how the football in Sri Lanka is. So it was my first thought that time. And yeah, but to represent the country, I didn't to be honest, I didn't think about it first of all. But now I'm here.
As your parents are both Sri Lankan,
Yeah.
didn't they ever try to put it into your mind that we want you to try and play for Sri Lanka one day? We want to get you into the national team. Didn't they ever try to put that into your head?
Oh, maybe my father. Maybe he was. They didn't talk about me about that matter. But once, when I saw the team playing once, I felt even after the first training session here in Sri Lanka, I felt like I would like to play and represent the country.
You are a professional player. You played with many professional clubs, trained with professional clubs. You have all that experience. What do you think a player of your stature and experience can bring into the football in Sri Lanka?
My aim is even after my football career to share my experience with everyone after and before. So I want to get people, especially from this country, to that such standards in Europe, and to become obviously a professional footballer in future. So work hard, and to achieve your goals, you have to work much harder. And if you have any questions, any doubts, I'm always available.
So, moving on to the football pitch for a short moment, what would you say on the pitch your best aspect of talent is on the pitch?
I think every especially Sri Lankan, every football fan knows who knows me. He knows that I have that my weapon is the speed. So I'm a fast dribbler, and with my shooting skills and the scoring skills, can be a good option for the offensive part.
So, going into the past a little bit again, can you just tell us a little bit about while you were growing up playing football, whether you had any footballing idols you used to look up to who you wanted to try and replicate?
Yes, definitely, definitely. As one of my biggest idols is Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think the way he came up and made himself a superstar on the pitch and off the pitch is a huge inspiration for everyone, for every football fan. And looking at him, I think is is a huge option even for the future footballers.
So, talking about professional players like Ronaldo, for example, they follow very strict diets, which a lot of players find it hard to stick to. Do you follow such diets strictly?
Not strictly, but I am caring of my body. So I think every footballer, every sportsman is getting a meal plan, and he knows how to handle with it. So it's your choice. If you want to live healthy, you have a healthy plan.
It's all about self-discipline, basically.
So yeah.
So going back onto the field for a second, as you mentioned, you are 26 years old. You have plenty of playing experience for professional clubs. Can you tell us a little bit about what your favorite moment has been or your proudest moment has been as a football player so far?
I had a lot of proud moments. I think one of them was my first appearance at the professional level. So it's a moment which I won't never forget. There's another one like scoring 2 goals in a match. So in front of my parents made me proud. I think it might be the proudest moment for me.
You've also played in front of packed stadiums in a country like Germany where they are very fanatic with football. What was the feeling like playing in front of packed stadiums with, I think, crowds of 60 to 70,000 fans in such stadiums? What was the feeling playing in such stadiums?
The first matches, I think it was around 10-20 matches. I was nervous, to be honest. I never played in front of a huge capacity, and after a while, you will feel it's actually normal. You have to focus on your match, on your performance.
Tune the crowd noise out,
Yeah,
basically.
just off the crowd. So listen to what the coach says, even if it's hard, and the teammates. So your focus must be on the match for the 90 minutes.
So coming back to Sri Lanka for a little bit, you've already represented our beautiful country in 2 games so far. What did it feel like when you put on the national jersey and represented Sri Lanka for the first time?
My first match was against Turkmenistan. It's a moment which made me proud as well. So I won't forget it. It was the first time I was wearing the Sri Lankan jersey, and especially after listening to the national anthem, I think I was quietly on fire to give my best and make the country proud.
And your parents being Sri Lankan, they must have been extremely excited to see you playing for Sri Lanka. Did they send you any type of message before or after?
Yeah, I had a lot of wishes from my friends, relations, fans, especially from them. So I think it pushed me much more, especially for a country match. So I think, yeah, thank you that way for everyone for those messages.
So going off the pitch for a little while, just can you give us a little insight into any ambitions you may have off the pitch in the future? being a manager something in the back of your head? Do you have any other thoughts?
Beside of football, right now I'm studying sports science management, and let's see what the future says. So I didn't plan it yet. So I want to enjoy playing football right now, and
Still plenty more years of football to come from you, I'd say,
yeah,
before
I
you had to
hope,
worry about anything.
hopefully.
So, one last thing, I think all Sri Lankans know very, very recently, in fact, that you became a married man. So, how has married life been for you so far?
I couldn't enjoy it, to be honest. I was for less than 2 weeks in honeymoon after the marriage, and soon I have to come back to join the national team. So to get prepared for the upcoming matches, and
Straight from the
also,
honeymoon back onto the pitch.
yeah, that's it.
That's-
So let's see. So my wife, she has her exams as well. So maybe in future when we have enough time, we
So,
can.
married life still hasn't hit you yet, you could say.
Not really, but having a partner in crime is obviously, I think, gives you a good power.
Positive way to look at it.
Yeah.
One final thing, as we mentioned before, fans at home, Sri Lankan football fans, home and abroad, are extremely excited to see you put on the jersey again and see you on the football pitch, whizzing past defenders, scoring goals, getting our national team up there. What message do you have to the fans who are eagerly waiting to see you in action again?
First of all, I want to thank you for the messages in the last couple of months. Even during the pandemic, it was really hard for us to play matches, even to train. But we need, even in future, we need especially your support for the upcoming matches. There is the SAF Cup in August coming, or in September coming. And I think your support is very important for us, and we will, of course, give our best and make the country proud again.
I think that's exactly what fans wanted to hear. So that is all we have time for today. Thank you, Waseem, for joining us on Life with Football. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Stay tuned to Football Sri Lanka TV. We have much more exciting content coming your way. The Super League pre-season, live matches, more talk shows, and much more exciting content. Stay tuned. Thank you.